Member for Clark.
Speaker, my question is to the Attorney-General. Attorney-General, this government has undeniably declared war on whistleblowers. Despite promises before the last election to fix Public Interest Disclosure Act and Corporations Act whistleblower protections, we've only seen minor tweaks, and it's obvious you're kicking any meaningful reform into the long grass. So will you now, finally, actually do something to protect whistleblowers in this parliament or the next, including by supporting my bill to establish a whistleblower protection authority?
The call to the Attorney-General.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, for the question, and I thank the member for Clark for his question. Our government is committed to delivering strong and effective and accessible protections for whistleblowers. In June last year, he seems to have forgotten, the Parliament passed priority amendments to the Public Interest Disclosure Act, which ensured immediate improvements to the public sector whistleblower scheme that were in place to ensure that they would be in place in time for the commencement of the National Anti-Corruption Commission. The reforms implemented 21 of the 33 recommendations from the 2016 review of the Public Interest Disclosure Act that was conducted by Mr Philip Moss. It was, of course, as he again appears to have forgotten, a statutory review that we put in place when I brought the Public Interest Disclosure Act to this parliament in 2013. Regrettably, the former government failed to act on that 2016 review by Mr Philip Moss. We did act. This was the first significant public sector whistleblower reform since the Public Interest Disclosure Act was first enacted a decade ago. The government is now progressing a second, broader stage of reforms, which includes the release of a consultation paper and public consultation on additional supports for public sector whistleblowers, including whether a whistleblower protection authority should be established. Submissions received as part of the consultation process are being used to inform the government's next steps for reform. And if I could just say something generally about the way in which the member for Clark and a number of other people approach the question of the operation of the Public Interest Disclosure Act. Before 2013, the Commonwealth had no protection for whistleblowers at all. Every state and both territories had legislated schemes of whistleblower protection. A Labor government legislated a scheme of whistleblower protection in 2013, and just to take the last year alone, there were 684 public interest disclosures. So far from the situation being, as the member for Clark and a number of other people would apparently wish to suggest, that there isn't protection for whistleblowers in the Commonwealth public sector. There is protection for whistleblowers in the public sector, and he should be doing more to create the culture in which there is an understanding of that.
Order. The Attorney-General has completed his answer. Order. The member for Clark's been here long enough. That is not acceptable under the standing orders. He's now warned. Call to the member for Hunter. The member for Hunter shall resume his seat. So I can hear the point. I don't have the call yet. You'll get the call. So I can hear the member for Clark on a point of order.
A point of order, Speaker. I'd ask the Attorney-General to withdraw that reflection on my character.
I thank the Attorney-General. The member for Hunter.